Impossible to tell what was once stored in these barrels. Fascinating. It looks like some kind of single-person submersible. Clearly damaged beyond repair, though. The water here is rather calm compared to the waves crashing against the rest of this benighted tip. The water here is rather calm compared to the waves crashing against the rest of this benighted tip. Boxes. Nothing of use in them. A rather beautifully made globe of the world. I shouldn't do that. I need to have my wits about me. I don't need to lug this around with me. I don't need it, and I'm no pack rat.
Nice to have a break in the weather, although I don't expect it will last.
You don't seem concerned by the 2 deaths.
I remember a text that hung in my nursery as a child. Be sure thy sin will find thee out.
So in some way, Marston's and Mrs. Rogers' sins have found them out?
Of course. I have nothing to fear. I've committed no sin. You, if your story is true, have only been protecting your brother. God's law understands such a loving gesture, even if man's law does not.
What are you knitting?
A shawl for my niece.
It's quite subdued for a girl, isn't it?
A man would say that, of course. She is a modest child, and decent. These colors are most appropriate.
Have you seen Rogers?
He's in the kitchen, I think, preparing a cold supper.
Thank you, Miss Brent. Impressive. Not exactly my style, though. I can't walk around carrying an axe. They'll lock me up, or worse. Let me examine this further. This panel seems out of place. Hello? What do we have here? Let's hope that holds. I don't think that's appropriate. The current was too strong. I'd best not try that again. It washed me up on this beach. These houses look like they've been abandoned for quite some time. These houses look like they've been abandoned for quite some time. Better to let the dead rest in peace. This bears a closer look. Nothing else to see about that. A rather beautifully made globe of the world. The generator seems to be working fine. The generator seems to be working fine. Standing here isn't helping anything.
Maybe Owen has wings and is perched someplace we can't reach.
Or swimming around out there with the fish.
You think you'll find Owen?
If he's here, we'll find him.
Why don't you split up?
I suggested that.
The island isn't that big. I felt it was good to stick together to be sure every inch has been covered.
Have you seen the General?
He was down on that little beach to the south of Ship Rock. He's definitely gaga, if you ask me.
Like he was in a trance, talking to his wife, asking her forgiveness. Creepy. He sent that Richmond fellow to his death for playing up to the missus. Make no mistake about that.
Have you seen Vera?
Miss Claythorne was up on Ship Rock when we searched up there.
You look tired.
Miss Claythorne's concern for my well-being moves me far more than yours, Narrowcart. But thanks all the same.
Any conclusions?
Only that I'm damn glad I brought this along.
You have a gun? Why didn't you say something?
I would have used it if necessary.
Still, I don't like it very much.
Well, I don't care very much.
Any idea how we can get off the island?
When I was... well, a friend of mine, actually. When he was in the army, he saw a new parachute design that allowed you to steer. If you like, I can draw you a plan to construct a parachute like the one he saw.
That would be splendid. Thank you.
1 parachute per order. It's pretty crude, but I think you'll get the idea. I added a list of materials, too.
Thanks. That'll be all, Mr. Lombard. Good day to you, General. Nice peaceful spot you found for yourself, sir.
There is so little time. So little time.
Have you seen anything that might be useful to us?
You don't understand. You don't understand at all. I'm not sorry I came here. No, it was time. I'm content at last. It feels very strange to come to the end, not have to go on. I know now I will never leave. That's peace. Real peace.
I'm making a tour of the island, so to speak.
Quite the adventurer, aren't you?
Thank you, General.
Seems so close, as if I could almost jump across and leave this island behind me.
I'd hate for you to jump, Miss Claythorne. I'd miss you.
I think I'd miss you too.
Think someone on shore could see us?
If they used a telescope like the one on the patio outside my room, I expect they might.
What do you think of Lombard?
I think he's like last night's storm. Dark and wild and possibly dangerous.
But you like him even so?
I love storms.
Have you ever been in love?
I thought I was. I thought I could do anything for him.
What happened?
I'd rather not talk about it, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry the job here didn't work out for you.
It was only temporary. I want to be a teacher, not a secretary. I want another chance to teach more than anything in the world.
Tell me about yourself.
Mr. Narracott, would you think me terribly rude if I just wanted to stand here and look at the scenery before the next storm closes in?
No, I'm sorry I bothered you.
Oh, you didn't bother me. Quite the contrary. But now I'd just like to enjoy the scenery.